ankle stretch. This can very much be a stretch for the muscles of your calves, and we can also use this as a mobilization exercise for the ankle as well. So I like doing this from an elevated surface. We can also do this on the floor. If you're going to do it from an elevated surface, just make sure that it's sturdy and that you're confident that you can put your weight through it. So get your foot up on the surface, your full foot. I want your heel on the surface. And if we look down at our foot, we're going to think about 3 planes of movements, or I like to refer to them as vectors. So we've got a vector that's going out over our big toe, straight forward, and out over our pinky toe. So you're going to lean forward and drive your knee over or just on the inside of your big toe. While you're there, if you want, you can rock back and forth, a small amount of movement. I'm actually going to take my sock off because something that's important when you're here is making sure that your feet are splayed out. So if my toes are really squished and I start coming over that big toe, my big toe might actually start to curl in. And I want my foot to stay planted and stay in its splayed position. So as I'm driving my knee forward, I'm going to the inside of that big toe. I'm feeling a little bit of a stretch in through the back of my leg. If you feel a little bit of a pinch through your hip, as long as it's not painful or super uncomfortable, because we're trying to get our ankle into that full range of motion, we're also bringing our hip there. So a little bit of a pinch or stiffness at the front of the hip is totally fine as long as it feels okay. So that first vector is knee over the big toe or just inside. The second vector is knee straight forward. And then we have that third vector going out over your pinky toe. So go ahead and you can get into that deep position and you can bounce and rock a little bit if you'd like. And now I like to take my opposite hand and help hold down my heel. Because if I start to lean forward, my heel might start to come up. It's not a big deal. I'll still get a stretch. However, I do like to just lock that heel down in place. So I've got this part of my hand just cupping my heel, and as I go through those vectors, it just helps me keep that heel down. So you can make big rocks in and out, or you can just do small little ones and move into those 3 vectors and every little point in between, helping to stretch through the back of the leg and then even mobilize through the ankle joint as well.